Have you ever wondered when the one world government will begin? It's a question that has sparked curiosity and stirred debate for years, but to comprehend the where and when, we first need to grapple with the what. What is this concept of a one world government? The idea is simple, yet complex. A single global entity that governs the entire world, making decisions for the collective good of humanity. Some see it as a utopian dream, a solution to global challenges that no single nation can solve. Others view it with suspicion, a dangerous consolidation of power that could lead to unprecedented control and manipulation. Historically, the seeds of this concept can be traced back to various significant global developments. The formation of the United Nations in the mid-20th century, for example, was a landmark event in international cooperation. It was a signal that nations could come together to solve global problems and maintain peace. Then there's the rise of globalization. As the world became more interconnected, we started to see ourselves as one collective entity rather than separate nations. The advent of the internet, global trade, and the ease of travel have all played a role in blurring national boundaries. Today, a decision made in one corner of the world can have ripple effects across the globe. But the concept of a one-world government is not without controversy. Conspiracy theorists often associate it with the New World Order, a secretive power elite allegedly aiming to rule the world under a totalitarian global government. These theories often cite events and organizations as evidence, fueling further debate and speculation. As we navigate the labyrinth of this topic, it's crucial to approach it with an open mind and a critical eye. After all, the world is a complex place, and the idea of a one-world government is no exception. As we delve into the timeline, remember, history may not always be as it appears. The road to a one-world government is not a recent development, but rather a culmination of events. This journey has been centuries in the making, each step seemingly innocuous yet instrumental in setting the stage. Let's rewind to the aftermath of the Great War, the early 20th century. The world was reeling, and in its search for stability, the League of Nations was born. This marked the first significant attempt to foster international cooperation, a revolutionary concept at the time, yet its inability to prevent another devastating war led to its dissolution. Then came the creation of the United Nations in the mid-20th century, a more robust attempt at global governance. It was a beacon of hope in a world torn apart by conflict, a symbol of unity and cooperation. Its formation was a clear indication of our collective desire for peace, security, and prosperity. But more than that, it was a precursor to the possibility of a unified world government. Fast forward to the late 20th and early 21st centuries, and we see the rise of international corporations. These entities operate beyond borders, influencing economies and societies worldwide. Their reach and influence are unprecedented, and some might argue they wield more power than some nations. Parallel to this, we've witnessed the development of global communication networks. The internet has connected us in ways we could never have imagined just a few decades ago. We are now part of a global community, sharing information, ideas, and even emotions in real time. This interconnectedness has, in many ways, already created a kind of virtual world government. And so, here we stand at the precipice of a new era. The League of Nations, the United Nations, the rise of international corporations, and the advent of global communication networks. All these are not random events. They are stepping stones, leading us towards a future we may not fully comprehend yet. These events, while seemingly unrelated, could be the stepping stones towards a unified global governance. So as we look to the future, we must ask ourselves, are we ready to take the next step? So can we expect a one-world government to rise? Throughout our journey, we've explored the historical context, the key events, and their interconnectedness that have given rise to theories about a one-world government. We've delved into the past, tracing the breadcrumbs of history that have led us to this moment of speculation and intrigue. Consider the implications of such a government. Imagine a world where global politics are centralized, where economies are intertwined not only through trade, but through a unified governing body. Picture a society where national boundaries are blurred, and our understanding of sovereignty and national identity is fundamentally challenged. But remember, these are theories, conjectures based on a sequence of events that we've pieced together. The reality may be different. The path to global governance is complex and fraught with obstacles. Whether a one-world government is on the horizon or simply a theory, it remains a fascinating concept, challenging our understanding of sovereignty and national identity.